Last time at the Snowed Inn.
Hey, the name's Brody. Brody Summers.
You guys will never believe who I found. Legendary skier Zoey Frost. Say hello, Zoey.
Hello? We're hosting this year's Mount Mittenwald Cup?
Yeah?
How did I not realize this?
I've decided I'll compete for Snowed In. What was that?
That was an avalanche.
Sweet.
Looks like the events are still gonna be indoors after all.
What? Why?
They're expecting another storm to come in, and that's not even the worst part.
What's the worst part?
Mittenwald Cottages chose knitting for today's competition.
So what do you think our chances of winning are?
Not good.
But we're just gonna trust that God doesn't keep any good thing from us. So maybe this will work out somehow too.
Exactly.
Can you believe it? We're not even at the bottom of the leaderboard after the knitting competition. You're looking at the third place contestants right now, even with these gnarly sweaters and one tiny mitten.
Zoe.
Huh?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're just not acting like yourself. Normally you're running around stressing about something around here.
What's there to stress about? How the toilet in room 16 won't flush, or we can't afford any new gym equipment, or maybe that Nibbles, the world's sneakiest hamster, is still running around the inn unsupervised. Or that we're almost out of Swiss cheese and our signature chocolates, and there are no deliveries anytime soon. It's Zoe surfing? No. Zoe's working. Signing off.
Signing off, huh? So none of that makes you feel overwhelmed, upset, worried in any way?
Why should it? We're snowed in, right? All the time in the world. Hey, you want some?
Hey, what's that smell?
It's called Cuckoo Clock. I found it in the inn gift shop. Not sure what's in it, but it's definitely calmed me down.
Smells nice. Oh, what I actually came down to tell you was that we're not snowed in anymore. The weather report says the avalanche has cleared, and the news is saying the committee for the Mount Mittenwald Cup has just given approval to resume outdoor games if hotels choose them.
Wait, are you sure?
I'm totally sure. It's on all the channels. So, are we gonna start training for some epic snow sports now?
We're not. I have way too much to do if this mountain is back open. So that means I need to set up the ice fishing pond, thaw out and clean all outdoor equipment, groom the sled dogs, and somehow get the world's fastest shipment of chocolate and Swiss cheese.
Oh, whoa. I know. What if we get the sled dogs to sled over the ice pond to bring in the chocolate and cheese? It'd be totally epic. Or, like, what else can I do to help?
Thanks, Brody, but it is not your job to worry about. You're a guest here.
But I really don't mind helping.
Oh, I've got it covered. Ugh, so much to do, so little time. I'll just see you later.
What's up, summer surfing fam? So great news from the Alps. The avalanche is officially cleared, which is exciting for the cup, but there's a lot to do around here at Snowed In. I wish I could help, but I'm just a guest here, so... Anyways, probably shouldn't be eating this since we're running out of supplies. I guess if you want to send some chocolate or Swiss cheese to help us out, I'll drop the address below. Updates about today's event coming at you soon. Summer surfing, signing off. How's it going? Did you get some things checked off your list?
Barely. Just got the skis and snowboards sanitized.
Sure I can't do anything to help?
I'm sure. Just focus on today's event.
Sweet. Is it outside?
I don't think so. According to this memo Nicola left me, Evergreen Inn still chose an indoor event.
Single contestant event, Swiss relay. Events include carving an ice sculpture, fixing a broken cuckoo clock, painting a gnome, and putting on a lederhosen. Zoe?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I'm unqualified for this. And you know how gnomes really creep me out.
You'll be great.
I don't know anything like Switzerlandy.
Brody, we have a supplies crisis. I'm trying to order cheese and chocolate for the inn. Can you just go train? I don't have time to help you today.
Sure, I'll figure it out, I guess. Oh, maybe I could ask Nicola. She's lived in Switzerland her whole life. Nicola! Where'd you go? Just the dudette I was looking for.
Oh, hi there, Brody. What's going on?
What's wrong with the lights?
Oh, I guess that pesky little hamster got out and chewed through them. I guess they call him Nibbles for a reason.
Oh, we gotta catch that little guy. Zoe cannot handle another thing to do right now.
Yeah.
Look, I need your help. This Swiss relay is out of my league. Can you give me some tips?
Of course. Remind me what's on the list again?
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. This one is paint a gnome.
Yes. You may think gnomes should be super colorful, but that's an outdated look. For a more modern edge, you should really go with black and white.
I actually think gnomes should just like be banned in general, but black and white paint. Okay, got it.
And instead of using paintbrushes, you'll do best if you paint with your nose. It's an ancient Swiss technique.
Really?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. Paint with nose. Okay, good tip. All right, the next one is fix a broken cuckoo clock. I have no idea about that one, dude.
Right, for cuckoo clocks, you might think you'll need to use small screwdrivers to match the little screws. But go with the big screwdriver, it'll go faster.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this, but you think birds go cuckoo? Wrong. In Switzerland, moose go cuckoo.
Really? So much I wouldn't know without you.
Yeah, no problem. But now that I think about it, the best cuckoo clocks actually don't cuckoo at all. Silence is best.
Whoa, noted. Okay, so like silent cuckoo clock. Okay, cool. Okay, now put on lederhosen. That should be pretty straightforward, I think.
Yes.
So.
Authentic Swiss lederhosen are actually worn backwards. You'll really impress the judges if you do that.
Got it. Okay. Okay, and then this one is carve an ice sculpture.
Yes, you might think, go big or go home. But here in Switzerland, we say, go small, win it all. I'm talking ice cube.
Oh, okay, cool. So like, use an ice cube. Okay, cool. Whoa, great advice. I can't thank you enough. Oh, I gotta get to training. Lots to practice for this one.
Sure, let me know if you need anything else.
Oh, sweet.
Everybody get on your feet. It's time to sing to God.
I'm only human, I'm not like you. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. I change my mind, you speak, you act, you keep your promises. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. I'm only human, I'm not like you. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. I change my mind, you speak, you act, you keep your promises. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock it on your feet. I say promise, you say maker, promise. Maker, promise. Maker. I say promise, you say keeper, promise. Keeper, promise. Keeper. I say promise, you say maker, promise. Maker, promise. Maker. I say promise, you say keeper, promise. Keeper, promise. Keeper. He says he's with me. I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me. I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he's with me. I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me. I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper.
Great singing. You can take a seat.
Do you know what it is? Try to guess the picture before the answer is revealed. Shout out your best guess. Great job! Great job! Oh, great job!
There you are! The Swiss relay starts in 15 minutes. Are you coming?
I wish I could, but there's just too much I gotta do today. You'll do great, though.
Oh, I really don't know about that.
Well, did you train?
Yeah, and Nicola gave me some good tips.
Then you'll be great.
What's with the ginormous scissors?
Oh, yeah. I'm off to groom some sled dogs.
Oh, poor dogs.
Poor dogs? More like poor me. Hey, Brody.
Yeah.
You have something on your nose.
Well, it's because Nicola said...
Sanitize the outdoor equipment, groom the sled dogs, set up ice fishing pond. Okay, check, check, check. Dear valued customer, we apologize in the delay of your order. A mice infestation has eaten all of the cheese and chocolate supplies. Ew! Your next delivery is expected in 3 to 4 weeks. Oh no. The one problem on this list that I can't fix. Oh, TV back to the home channel.
When you are young, it may be hard to believe that God is working in your life. But there was a young girl in the Bible who learned that this is true. The girl had been taken from her home in Israel to become a servant to the wife of Naaman. Naaman was a brave commander in the king's army who had a terrible skin disease called leprosy. The young girl heard the news that Naaman was sick and told Naaman's wife about a man in Israel named Elisha who could help. As soon as Naaman found out about Elisha, he asked the king for permission to go to Israel to see him. Not only did the king say he could go, but he gave Naaman horses and chariots for the journey. When Naaman arrived, he went straight to Elisha's house. Elisha sent Naaman a message through his servant that said, "Go and wash in the Jordan River 7 times. If Naaman did what Elisha had said, he would be healed immediately." At first, Naaman got really angry because Elisha didn't come out to see him in person. Naaman thought the least he could do would be to pray to his God and wave his hand over his skin. Naaman didn't want to listen to Elisha because he didn't understand how bathing in a river, especially 7 times, would make a difference. Naaman's servants convinced him to go down to the Jordan to do what he had been told. As soon as he washed himself 7 times, he was completely healed, just as Elisha had promised. Naaman was so happy that he went back to Elisha and said, "Now I know there is no God anywhere in the world like the one in Israel." The young servant girl may not have realized it, but God was working through her to help heal Naaman. She could have kept the good news about Elisha to herself, but instead she spoke up and helped him meet the one true God who can heal diseases. Even though you may think you're just a kid, God is shaping you and using you to help the people around you. We can know from this story that God promises to work in our lives.
Interesting story. It's good to remember that no matter what, God is working in our lives. All right, just a few more things. You can do it, Zoey. So fresh. Nicola, come in, Nicola.
Nicola here.
Any updates on the Swiss relay? How's Brody doing?
It's been, interesting. Judges are tallying their scores now.
Okay, let him know I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, and Zoey?
Yeah.
The hamster chewed through the lights on the mantle in the main lobby. Those will need to be replaced.
All right, got it. Over and out.
It was a rough competition for the Snowed-In today.
Sure was, Olaf. Brody's poor performance in the Swiss relay dropped the Snowed-In down to 5th place.
Oof, when someone loses this badly, I look at the coaches.
I agree. Brody was not prepared for today's competition. It's almost like he was told to do the complete opposite of what he should have done.
One thing is for sure, the Snowed-In needs to start doing better if they have any chance to win the Mount Mittenwald Cup. I'm Olaf.
And I'm Hans. We'll see you at the next competition for the Mount Mittenwald Cup.
Oh, man.
Hi, Brody. Are you all right?
The Swiss relay was a total wipeout. We're in 5th place now. Zoe's gonna be so disappointed.
You win some, you lose some. I got a notification that a package came for you. You can check outside the entrance door.
A package? For me?
Yeah.
Get rid of him. Brody Summers? Brody, dude, the updates from Mount Mittenwald Cup are totally rad. Hope this chocolate and cheese help Zoey and the Snowed-In. Can't wait to see how it all turns out from your #1 follower. Wait, all of this stuff is from the Summer Surfing fam? Sweet! But where is it gonna go? Oh no, Zoey is already gonna be so upset about the competition. Now she's really gonna panic when she sees all of this. I never should have said anything about this on the vlog. I'm just a guest here. She said she already had it covered. There's got to be somewhere around here that I can hide all of it so Zoey doesn't totally lose her chill.
For you.
Oh, hey there, Zoey.
Hey.
So how's your day been?
Busy. Got everything but one thing checked off.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Okay, Brody, what gives? I need to put these things in the closet.
Oh, let me. And you can just go and rest and have some cocoa or something.
Why are you acting so strange?
Okay, here's the thing. Today's event didn't go so great, and now we're in 5th place. And I knew you'd be really bummed about that.
It's really okay. We'll do better next time. What's all What? Hope this cheese and chocolate helps? Your #1 follower? Brody!
I know. I should have never interfered and said anything to my followers. Now we're gonna have a tidal wave of old chocolate and moldy, stinky cheese.
No, Brody, that's exactly what I needed. It actually reminds me of something I saw on TV earlier.
What?
There was a story from the Bible about a girl who worked for a man named Naaman, who had a terrible skin disease, so she told him about someone who could help, named Elisha. Naaman listened and then was healed.
Okay.
That wouldn't have happened if the servant girl hadn't spoken up. God used her to do a miracle in Naaman's life. It shows us that God is working in us and through us, even when we may not realize it or feel like we can't help.
I'm sorry, Zoe, but I'm not following what this has to do with too much chocolate or stinky cheese.
Brody, you felt like you couldn't help today because you're a guest here. But you spoke to your followers and actually got all these supplies, the one problem I haven't been able to solve today.
Oh, really? So you're not upset and I actually ended up helping?
You ended up helping a lot. Everything is delayed for weeks, so I will need a lot of chocolate and cheese to get us through the rest of the events.
Well, that's good because we have plenty.
I guess I gotta put those away somewhere else.
That's probably best. And that's just the chocolate. The cheese has overtaken all the refrigerators in the kitchen.
That's good.
And there's more outside of the inn.
Your followers really sent all of this?
Yep. Turns out they're loving the footage of the Mittenwald Cup. Who knew it would be so popular?
Let's go give them an update to thank them for everything.
Rad idea, Zoe.
God promises to work in my life.
Let's see if you can remember some things we discovered today. Answer correctly and you'll be good to go. Get it wrong and oh no! Because Brody is just a guest at the inn, he felt like he couldn't do much to help Zoe. But was he still able to do big things? Aw, yes! Brody helped get all of the cheese and chocolate needed for Snowed In. Even when we feel like we can't help, we can remember that God promises to do big things through us. In today's Bible story, did Naaman's servant girl stay silent about how to help him? Haha, right! Naaman's servant girl didn't stay silent. Instead, she obeyed God, spoke up, and God used her to be a part of a miracle in Naaman's life. Does God promise to work in our lives? God promises that He has started a good work in each of us, and that He will carry it on until it happens.
Everybody bow your heads and let's talk to God right now. Hey God, thank you for loving us and having a plan for each of our lives. Help us to trust your promise that you can work in our lives and do big things through us. We love you. Amen.
I love you.